Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. Today's topic is about how to draw a simple pyramid using SAS. Once we draw the pyramid as shown in the left, we also will see how to reverse that pyramid. Now let us look into some of the fundamentals we need to understand before getting into this topic. The first one is a repeat function. Repeat function can be used on strings and we can repeat a string as many times as we want. Here in the example shown in here, what we are doing is we are using repeat function on string A and we are using how many times we want to repeat. Repeat function, what it does is it repeats the first argument by n plus 1 times. If I have given to repeat this 0 times, it is going to repeat the first argument 1 time. If I am mentioning 5, then the first argument in here will be repeated 6 times. Now let us quickly try to run this program and see what's happening. So here we can see that A has been repeated once when we have used the repeat function and we have set to repeat A 0 times, and then here we can see that A has been repeated 6 times when we have asked for 5 as the second argument. So the bottom line here is we have in repeat function 2 arguments. The first argument is the string which we have or which we want to repeat. The second argument is number of times we want to repeat. And it repeats n plus 1 times, means if it is 5 here, it will repeat 6 times. Now the second one which I want you to look into is put statement and how to add some space in the log. Put statement, what it does is it puts the variable value or string into the log. Now we have A equal to ABCDEF. When I say put A, this is going to put this value into the log. And here if you see in the next line, I have put plus 5 A. What this plus 5 does is, this is known as column pointer, and what this does is it puts A, B, C, D, E, F after 5 columns. Now let us quickly run this to understand it better. Now after running this, let's look into the log. In the log, if you see, the ABCDEF from put A starts from very first column from here. Whereas when I said put plus 5A, it skips the first 5 columns and then it starts from the 6th column. Now let us talk about simple do loop. Here in simple do loop, we are having do I equal to 0 to 4. I is known as index variable here. 0 is the starting point, 4 is the ending point. And here I have not mentioned any increment value. If I don't mention increment value as shown below, it means by 1. So I am saying here to start from 0 to go to 4 and increment by 1. Now if I run this, and I have also used put I so that I can see the values in the log in here. Here you can see that I am starting from 0 and incrementing by 1 and then incrementing by 1 again. So in that fashion I am going to 0 to 4. And now let's look into increment by 2. Everything is same. Here it is increment by 1 if I have not mentioned it. Here it's incrementing by 2. So let's quickly run this and see our result in the log. Here you can see that we are starting from 0 and it has incremented by 2 and then incremented by 2. Now that we have looked into all the concepts needed for this topic, now let's dive into the main topic itself. Before going into deep into this topic, let's start real slow. First, let's try to make a left aligned pyramid and then I will talk about how we can make a pyramid. So in this left aligned pyramid, we have a structure like this as I have shown in here. Now in here I have used hard coded values to make a pyramid with the size of 7 as max. So it starts with 1, 3, 5, 7. Now let us quickly run this and look into our log. If we look into our log, we will see a structure which is like a left aligned pyramid. Now let's look how, without writing manually, how we can generate the similar pattern with the help of do loop and repeat function. Here I am doing a do loop and I am starting from 0 to 6 and I am saying by 2. And also I am using repeat function and I am saying to repeat this star by I times. And I am also using put b, means I want to put this value into the log. So here we are starting with 0. And when it starts with 0, as I said to you earlier, repeat function repeats the first argument by n plus 1 time. Means here the value will be 1 and this 1 value or 1 star will be there in our log. Now this goes into loop again, but this time we are incrementing by 2. This means the I value is 2 here, and then we are going to have 3 stars printed here because repeat function does plus 1. And from 2 we are going to go to 4 and this value becomes 4 and we are doing put b, which means we are printing 5 stars in our log. And finally, when this becomes 6, we are going to have 7 stars and we are going to print that 7 stars. What we have done here manually, we are able to do that with the help of simple do loop and repeat function. And here, if we have to do this kind of thing manually, if I want to put this to 100 stars or 1000 stars, it is quite difficult to do this. But if I have to do the same thing in here, all I need to change here is my end number and everything goes automatically. Now let us quickly run this and see our result. Here we can see that we have exactly same structure as what we have seen. That is, we have 1 star, 3 star, 5 star, 7 star, which is looking like a left aligned pyramid. Now let us see how we can make pyramid kind of structure through hard coded values. Here I am having exactly pyramid kind of structure, and then let's quickly run this and then I will go in detail discussing about this. Now if we run this code, we can see that in the log we can see pyramid kind of structure. If we see this pyramid kind of structure which we have gotten from the hard coded values, we can see a pattern. That is, we have added 3 spaces to left in the first put, 2 spaces to left in the second put, and 1 spaces to left in third put, and no space to left in the last one. So here you can see a common pattern, that is, we are going from 3, 2, 1 and 0. Now let us try to understand how we can get this value. Here I am discussing the same with the help of simple math. Here we are doing 6 minus 0 divided by 2, which gives 3, and 6 minus 2 divided by 2 gives 2, 6 minus 4 divided by 2 gives 1, 6 minus 6 divided by 2 gives us 0. But what are these numbers? If you think about this, the number 6 is the highest number or the end number in the loop, and we can see that it is all the way through. And what is 0, 2, 4 and 6? 0, 2, 4 and 6 are nothing more than our loop values. If we are starting from 0 to 6, the first value in the loop will be 0, and then 2, then 4, and then 6. So if we take the end number in our do loop and do minus of its loop value and divide it by 2, then we will be getting the number of spaces. So this simple calculation will give us the number of space we have to add. So let us see how we can implement this idea into code as shown below. And now let us focus on few things which are different from the code I have shown you earlier. The first one is j equal to 6, that is I am making a variable for end number, and then also I have one more code where it says c equal to j minus I divided by 2, and also I am doing plus c. Now let us see how this whole thing works. Here I have do I equal to 0 to 6 by 2. When I is 0, I will be having 1 star, and then my j is 6 minus 0 divided by 2, this becomes 3. And as I have plus c, this means it is plus 3. And we have our b, which is 1 star. So we are exactly emulating this style. During the next iteration, the value of I will be 2, which means this will have 3 stars. And here the value is 6 minus 2 divided by 2, that is 4 by 2, which means our value of plus c is 2, which means we will be having 2 spaces and 3 stars. Now the value of I will be 4, which means we are going to have 5 stars for b, and then j minus I, that is 6 minus 4, that is 2 divided by 2 becomes 1. Means the value of c is 1 in here. So we are going to add 1 space and we are going to have 5 stars from here, so that we are exactly emulating this particular style. And finally it's going to reach 6, wherein the b value will be 7, and then here j is 6 minus 6 divided by 2, this will result in 0, which means we are not going to add any space, and then it will exactly be emulating this particular style. Now let us quickly run this. Now you can see that we have created a simple pyramid in here. We can create any size of pyramid with the help of this code. All we need to do is we need to change the code at 2 places. Say if I want to have pyramid with 25 stars, all I need to change the value in here and also the value of my end number in my do loop. And then once we run this code, you can see that we have a pyramid with 25 stars. To sum it up, to have the pyramid size of 25, we have changed the value at this place and at this place, and we have given one number less. So if I want to make 25 length pyramid size or 25 star pyramid size, I need to give the value 24 here and 24 here. To conclude, whenever I want to change my pyramid size, all I need to change is the number here and here, and the number should be one less than the number of stars we want. Say if we need 99 stars, we need to give 98 number here and here. Now that we have looked into how to create a pyramid, now let's look into how to reverse a pyramid. To understand how to reverse a pyramid, I have pasted hard-coded way for creating a pyramid and also hard-coded way to reverse a pyramid. And I want you to look into both of them closely. There is a pattern here. Here I'm adding 3 spaces, then 2 spaces, then 1 space, and then 0. In this case of reversing, I'm adding 0 space, 1, 2 and 3 spaces. So if you see again closely, we got this value by doing 6 minus 0 divided by 2, then 6 minus 2, then 6 minus 4, then 6 minus 6. Whereas in the case here, all I am doing is 6 minus 6, 6 minus 4, 6 minus 2 and 6 minus 0. This simply means that we have to start our loop from 6 and then go to 0. And let's see how we can do this. Doing this is super simple. All we need to do is we need to say we want to start from 6 and we want to go to 0 by minus 2. When we are in 6, we are going to have 7 stars and this becomes 6 minus 6, 0 by 2, which is 0. So we are going to add 0 spaces and then 7 stars. And you see this is exactly similar to what is in here. And then once it goes to 4, we are going to have 5 stars and 6 minus 4 by 2 gives 2. 2 by 2 is 1 and then this plus c becomes plus 1 and we are going to add 1 space. When this is going to become 2, then we are going to have 3 stars and then 6 minus 2 by 2, that is 4 by 2. This is equal to 2. So we are going to add 2 spaces and then our B value will be 3 stars. And in the same case, we are going to go to 0 and here we are going to add only 1 star and here this becomes 6 minus 0 divided by 2, that is 3, and we are going to add 3 spaces followed by 1 star and this gives us the structure as shown in here. Just by simply reversing our do loop order, we can create the reverse pyramid. Now let us quickly run this program to see how it is going to do it. And then here we can see that our pyramid has been reversed. Reversing the pyramid was pretty straightforward. All we did was we changed our starting point, ending point, and we also changed our increment. Basically, we reversed our starting point, ending point, and our increment point, which led to reversing the pyramid. That's all for this topic. If you have liked this topic, please give it a thumbs up, share and subscribe. Thank you.